Hey, welcome back to Giant Spoonful. Do you like pasta? Oh, wait, sorry, wrong question. How much do you like it? Today we'll be talking about the world's most favorite ingredients, and I'm also going to show you how to make one of the most easiest recipes with it. Roll the intro. Welcome back. So let's first of all dismantle the myth that Marco Polo has brought pasta to Italy. That's all wrong. In fact, Italy had already some forms of pasta back in Etrusco-Roman times, which was called lagana, which was sort of a predecessor of lasagna. They were long sheets of dough made from durum wheat, as pasta is right now, and compared to today, it was oven-baked, not boiled. Boiled pasta would only be appeared later in Italy. As we all know, during the 8th century, Arabs have invaded Mediterranean coastlines, including Sicily and Italy. And funny enough, this invasion helped the fusion of pasta in the Italian peninsula. So the word macaroni, for example, comes from Sicilian term of working dough with energy, because back in those days, making pasta was a laborious and long process. Funny thing, still in Sicily we can find recipes that are using Arabic ingredients like cinnamon, dry raisins, and stuff like that. Later in the story, by the 13th century, dry pasta became more and more popular due to its nutritional value as well as its long shelf life. So it became one of the most obvious choices for expeditions and long travels during those times. The funny fact that most recognizable Italian dish, which was just tomato sauce pasta, didn't appear till the 19th century, because until that time it was rumored that tomatoes were poisonous due to them being part of the nightshade family. But already we can see that in 1839 there was a record of the very first tomato pasta recipe. Speaking of recipes, let's quickly make one. So today I'm going to be showing you one of the most easiest pasta recipes you'll ever hear. The name of it is Aglio Olio Peperoncino. Italian, sorry for my pronunciation. It only has 4 ingredients: garlic, chili, pasta, and olive oil. Let's get to it. So the first thing, let's take care of the garlic. So we have 3 cloves here. So as I said in the previous video, crush them to make it easier to get them out of their skins. Now they're getting out of their skins, not like last week, gosh. Just chop off the bottoms, because those we don't need. And then just slice them as thick as you prefer. Careful, don't cut yourself, guys. When you do cutting, put your fingers curl like this. And just follow the knuckles with your knife. Trust me, cutting down your fingers is not fun. That's garlic done. Now, chili. So go for any chili you want, and also when it comes to heat, note that seeds and membrane that's white is what makes it spicy. So take as much as you want. I'll take the seeds out because it's still hot in Amsterdam, so I don't want to sweat too much while eating this thing. Slice it a bit smaller cubes. So that's all chopping done. While chopping, I prepared a kettle of hot boiling water. So let's move to the stove. That way. So here's the stove. So the only things we need is a pan and a pot. So now we're going to put some boiling water into a pot and bring it back to the boil. Next step is to put some olive oil here and start frying off our garlic and chili. Let's get to that. So now oil is heating up, water is boiling, it's time to add some salt. Very important, if you don't add salt to the boiling water, it's going to be really difficult to save the pasta. For pasta today we're using spaghetti, the traditional way. So just put them in. If you don't have tongs, I would really recommend to getting ones. They're really useful in a kitchen, especially in this situation when you get the pasta into the pot. Now let's start slowly putting pepper and garlic into the chili, into the oil. Making sure to keep an eye on them so they don't burn, because we don't want that. Keep an eye, wait until the garlic is golden, and then you can turn off the heat, because the residual warmth that is in the pan is going to do all the rest of the job. So what we're doing in effect is flavoring the oil with garlic and chili. You can turn it off now. And what usually I like to do is to put some breadcrumbs for different texture for the dish. Just a little pinch or so. The pasta is ready, so now we can drain it. Of course, let's not forget about a little Parmigiano here, which we're gonna grate on top right now. Add a bit of this pasta water for the sauce. So that is it. Now let's grab a plate and start plating up. Grab all this goodness that you can. Okay. Now let's add a bit more Parmigiano. By the way guys, if you use a box grater, originally this is the best, this is the from Peperoncino, but I like also the long stripes like here. Do whatever you prefer, but for the finishing touch I prefer this side here. And for a little decoration, some basil of course, because it wouldn't be in Italy without a little bit of basil. Very easy recipe to do. 4 ingredients, a bit more if you want to be a bit more improvisational, a bit more creative. But again, delicious, simple. Let's go back to the table then. So here it is guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please click on the like button. If you want to see more of these videos, subscribe. Share with your friends you think that you're gonna enjoy this content as well. And I'll see you next week.